Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. Today, there are a few news stories waiting for us, and I suggest that we start with the smallest of them. I still don't work for maintenance. A few months ago, I posted a story of my neighbor who thought it was my job to shovel her walkway. Luckily, our maintenance people have stepped up their game and now do shovel residents' walkways and not just the parking lot. Yesterday, my nice neighbor and I were standing at her doorway chatting when crazy neighbor walked past. This was our conversation. CN: Hey, thank you so much for getting everyone's walkway scooped this winter. Me: I haven't had to do it. Maintenance does it now. CN: Oh, don't be shy. I know it was you. Me: Nope. XYZ company does. See that truck over there? They do it. CN: Here, this is to say thanks and keep up the good work. She handed me a $5 bill. Me: I really haven't been doing it. CN: You're the best. We'll have to barbecue this summer. And she went inside. Nice neighbor and I just stood there, jaws on the ground. How dense can a person be? Hey, dense person who gives you money for not doing anything, don't knock it. And our second story. You're a customer of mine, but this is a gas station, not my store. My family owns a hardware store that's been open for like 50 years. We serve a large community for a store of our size and have watched a couple generations of families grow up around us. We are a part of the community. But when I'm at the gas pump filling my tank, you shouldn't be asking me why your toilet keeps running. Lady: Hey, funny to see you here. Me: Well, the store is across the street and we all need gasoline. Lady: I've been meaning to come in and ask you guys why my toilet won't stop running. What causes that? Me: Oh, that's an easy fix. Stop by the store when you leave and one of my guys can get you what you need. L: Why can't you just tell me now? Me: I promise it's an easy one. Any of our guys can walk you through it. L: If it's so easy, why aren't you just explaining it to me now? Me: Because I'm filling up my tank to go out and finish some last-minute Christmas shopping and stores are going to be packed. L: Your father would have taken time to help me. Your store's really going downhill. Me: You'd need to go to the store to buy what you need to fix this anyway. It's right across the street. Lady: Some help you are. Merry Christmas. I even tried to give her the names of my best guys on the clock to make sure she got great service. This type of thing happens so frequently that my father even doesn't like to shop, dine, or even get gas in the neighborhood. I love my family's relationship with this community, and I'm proud of our store, but if this is how we're rewarded, I might need to rethink third-generation ownership. Yes, my father would have helped you, and that's why he doesn't go into town anymore. I like to avoid that. Alternatively, oh, you're a teacher, right? Or whatever. Can you help me write this proposal? Just look it over. No? Your mother would have helped me. And our third story. I got fired from a job that I did not work. This happened to me a while ago in my native Germany. I shop for the weekends, and anybody who knows me knows that means shopping like a demented doomsday prepper. So I was shopping, and since my girlfriend kind of works retail, thus massive respect for the retail workers out there, I get to be on the receiving end of all the crazy stories. And the same way you don't F with a sysadmin because he makes the computers run, you don't F with retail people because they hand you food. I decided it was time to shine as an adult and do all my shopping alone and without help. I wore kind of a pea yellow polo shirt because everyone's got to do their laundry at some time or another. I know, such an adult. Now I'm tall, over 6'9", if Google doesn't lie, and I look the part. Blonde beard and blue eyes and all, but I do have one weakness, one critical weakness, helping little old ladies. Because I can't go to the gym and lift till my arms give out and will receive a passable boost to my self-esteem, but when a little old lady asks, can you get this 1 kilo bag of flour, and then proceeds to make the big eyes and compare me to Superman and say that I look like they expected Hercules to look or some other stuff, yeah, that puts a grin on my face that won't leave for a week. So I'm in the store, helping the occasional Asian elderly lady out and doing my shopping when I hear ahem behind me, over my headphones. Thinking, no big deal, I turned my head to the left and to the right, shrugged, and continued my shopping. What follows next is a yank of my headphones, so they fall out of my ears, then a tirade of epic proportions from a peroxide blonde, 1, wearing clothes that would look good on her daughter but looked ridiculous on her, 2, fake tanned, 3, and excessively jewelry-wearing, 4, person with a Karen haircut, 5, a nice 5-pointer. I just let her rant and rave while trying to actually figure out what she wanted, and she laid into me. Apparently, I'm dumb, lazy, shiftless, good for nothing, undereducated, and all those good words. She tried to get my attention for the last 30 minutes. She saw me helping all those little old ladies, and she cleverly deduced I must have been a store employee. So normally, I'm very reserved with public confrontations because I have a certain size, and when I start yelling, it always looks bad. But I always work as a sysadmin, and while my patience with stupid users is higher than normal, when it snaps, it snaps. People's mail accounts get deleted, and so forth. Then we have to wait 5 weeks for the backups to arrive, and sorry, your computer just broke. We've got to get you the new Windows 95 machine to do your work on while we try to fix it. So I'm thinking, well, she's probably having a bad day, her fake tan seeped into her brains. I know, let's be good to dumb people. Clear this up and be on my way. Water under the bridge, right? Except that she poked me in the chest, her shrill yapping accentuating that I now needed to jump like her little slave. Poke, poke, poke. Sysadmin mode from hell activated. I don't work in this store, and I will not help you. Get a manager if you're that disabled. I naively thought this was the end of it and put my headphones back in, but left one out as the constant stream of yapping disappeared. This alerted me to the Karen returning, this time with manager in tow, a pimply-faced youngling without a beard that looked intensely uncomfortable while trying to get a word in. She demanded I get fired on the spot for being rude to her. I turned to the manager and quit on the spot. I said that I would have at least expected him to care if one of his best employees was treated like that by a customer, that I was in half a mind to hand back the shirt right now on the floor and shop bare-chested, and that since I no longer worked for him, I was now free to shop in the alcohol section during the day, and I was intending to get good and drunk tonight. As an added bonus, I went down to Karen's eye level and added that if she decided to lay hands on me again and the store security did not immediately tase her or throw her out of the store, I would see this as an active attack and would react appropriately, doing the job for them. As a last thank you for all of those paychecks, and because not another of the abused workers here could lay a hand on her, and then I gave her my best, I am 5 minutes away from turning into a berserker. You feel lucky, bee smile? Oh, there was screaming afterwards and accusations of being overly violent. But I just put my headphones in, turned around, and lumbered back to the liquor section. 10 minutes later, the manager's back, this time alone. I unplug my headphones and ask him what he wants. He says he's very sorry, but he's looked and knows everyone, but apparently they don't have me on file as an employee. So, was I actually sure I worked here? Nope, just thought instead of putting you in an awkward situation, I would do what was expected of me and say what everyone in earshot was thinking. End of the song and dance was he accompanied me to the register and personally applied his managerial discount to my stuff. Let's just say I do intend to return to this store. And the next story. I'm the landlord now. This particular situation happened about 6 or 7 months ago. I was on an assignment in Turkey that spanned a year. During this time, I kept my old cell phone number from my hometown. I was always receiving telemarketing calls, wrong numbers, etc., so I wouldn't answer the phone unless it was a number I recognized. Near the end of the assignment, I received a call from a number I didn't recognize, ignored it, and they left a voicemail. The guy, who we'll call AAG for Angry Apartment Guy, was mad that he was having some maintenance issues with his apartment, complaining about the fan in the bathroom not working, finding bugs in the cabinets, etc. At first I blew it off, thinking maybe he just dialed the number wrong when trying to contact his landlord. I ended up being the one who was wrong. He continued to call every 2 or 3 days, leaving much more hostile messages every time. After 2 weeks and about 8 voicemails later, I was hanging out with a coworker at his place when the guy called again and left a voicemail. I played the message on speaker so my coworker could hear it, and he got a kick out of it. After finishing the voicemail, I decided to call the poor guy back and let him know he got the wrong number. So I called the guy back. "It's about time you called me back. Been sick of you dodging my calls and messages." Me. "Sorry, but I think you have the wrong—" "Don't bullcrap me. This is the number you gave me to call when I have issues. And I'm having lots of them. You need to get down here and fix them." "Dude, I'm not your landlord." "I don't care. You need to fix this. Me and the other residents are tired of our crap not working and all the damn bugs running around here." At this point, my coworker was trying so hard not to laugh since the call was on speakerphone. I can't. I'm in a whole different country. And as I said, I'm not your landlord. And you better call someone. I'm not calling anyone. I'm not your landlord. Well, you could have told me that from the beginning. He hung up on me, my coworker busted out laughing, and I ended up chugging down the rest of my Sprite and rum. Why do these idiots always say, "You could have told me that from the start," when in fact you did tell them, but they were too stubborn to pay attention? Thank you all for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.